Peace. This is a meat and potato sorcery production starring myself, the Water Alchemist, and today's topic is move or be moved. When you are practicing magic and you're starting out, especially as a neophyte, oftentimes guilt and confusion will enter into the equation. Now, what do I mean? You have to understand something. Religion, if we start with Christianity, is over 2,000 years old. Al-Islam, over 1400, and you have the various religions like Buddhism, Hinduism, etc., that even precede the former. Now, what ends up happening is that when you get involved in magic, you're going to run into people, especially when you're really truly seeking magical knowledge and information. You are going to run into Christians who are very savvy at proselytizing. And basically, they will go on occult channels and occult forums and act like they're really interested in the craft and in learning, when in fact they're just gathering intelligence and they want to discourage others into getting involved in magic. Now, let me say this. Why is it that Jesus is the only one that can get anything done? You're depending on and yes, I'm going to go there, you're depending on a mythical deity that came from people like Dumuzi or Tammuz from Sumeria, that came from Shu of China, from Horus or Heru of Egypt, or Kemet. Why are you depending on a deity to do something that you yourself should be doing? Are ye not gods, as it was said in the book of John? So that's something for you to think about. And there's a plethora of books that you can read. Christianity Before Christ, 16 Crucified Saviors, or even Joseph Campbell's great work, The Hero with a Thousand Faces. And you have to come to the point of getting things done. It is as simple as that. You have to get things done. And as you go further along in this craft, let me say this to the Christians. For those who activate their occult DNA, and they will, in time, you're going to have to move aside. And if you don't move aside, you will be shoved aside. This is a war, and we have no time for genuflecting and getting on our knees and begging from assistance from those. Remember, history is written by those who are on top presently and in the past. Don't believe me? How did Christianity treat the Mexicans in places like Texas and California? How they treat the Africans in the Congo with King Leopold? 150 million ended up dead. How were the Native Americans treated, especially when they had to go to schools and they were beaten by overzealous Christians for speaking their own language? Again, this is something that has to be pondered. You don't have the luxury to play both sides of the fence. So you're going to have to decide, are you a Christian or are you a magical being, and you're going to take the bull by the horns and be responsible for yourself? And yes, they will let yourself be used. Women will get you into the church, or you'll be attracted to that pastor or that deacon. And again, when you are a magical being, your higher self will fight vigorously to be free from the shackles of religion, because the root of religion means to bind. So it will fight to be free of that chain, an ideological and spiritual one at that. So, Christians, I'm there with it. Move or be moved. With that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I am the Water Alchemist. You water, my friends.